Hey budget gardeners, Vita Loca here. Join me today as I give you a plant profile and show you how to divide and plant Brunnera. So let's go. My New Hampshire Zone 5B garden is composed of full sun, full shade, and everything in between. So I'm always looking for different plants to add to my garden. I've been on the hunt for Brunnera. I'm always looking on places like Facebook Marketplace, and it's not that easy to find. So I finally caved and I bought myself a really beautiful plant. The common name is Siberian bugloss, but the more scientific name is Brunnera macrophylla. There are a lot of different kinds of Brunnera out there. There are ones that just have a plain green leaf to them, but then there are ones that are more of a variegated leaf. I love them all. I think they're very pretty. What I really love about them in the early spring months is they have a spray of blue flowers. The blue flowers are very similar to forget-me-nots. But when the flowers fade, certain varieties of Brunnera have a beautiful variegated leaf to them that really pop, especially in a shady area. Brunnera is hardy in USDA zones 3 through 8. You can plant Brunnera in a part sun situation, but it really does well in a shady area, especially if you live in a hot climate. They typically grow 1 to 2 feet in height and have a spread of 2 to 3 feet. They are said to be deer and rabbit resistant, but you know how it is. If food is scarce, deer will find the plant and they may browse on it. The variety that I bought and that we're going to divide and plant today is called Emerald Mist. It is a sport of Jack Frost, and it has a more silver barring with the bars connecting to form a silver collar around the perimeter of the leaf. In addition, there is a very light dusting of silver over the entire leaf surface. The best time to divide Brunnera is either in the early spring or early fall months. And even though I'm dividing this plant during the late spring months, I know it will be fine because I'm going to make sure I give it plenty of water. It's also a cloudy day. I have rain in the forecast tomorrow. So keep that in mind. Even though there are rules out there per se that say to only divide a plant in the early spring or early fall, many plants are very forgiving as long as you give them the TLC that they need. Now, if it was going to be a very hot, very sunny number of days, I wouldn't want to bother dividing this or any other plant. I would wait. To divide the plant, I'm going to be using this hand pruning saw. The brand is Corona, but there are a lot of other hand pruning saws out there, and I bought this on Amazon. But many local garden centers sell pruning saws just like this. I'm going to press the button to open it up, and I want to be very careful because it is sharp. I'll also be using a small hand shovel or trowel to dig my hole. It's always a good idea to sterilize any of your tools in between plants, just so you're not spreading any sort of disease or virus. And I'm just sterilizing my tool using rubbing alcohol. I'm just dipping it in and taking it out, and then I'll let it quickly dry. There are a lot of different things you can use to sterilize your tools. The key is make sure you sterilize in between plants. I made sure to give my plant plenty of water last night because I want to minimize the amount of stress it's going to have as we get it divided and planted. I'm going to squeeze the side of the pot just to help loosen the roots. Even though we're dividing this plant out of a pot or a container, the same process would apply when it comes to dividing your plant if you were to dig it out of your landscape. Personally, I would like to dig out a whole plant out of my landscape and then divide it that way. If you wanted to, you could have it in your landscape, take a shovel, and slice right down. You would really want to do that during the early spring months before much of the foliage has appeared. I want you to notice the roots really aren't too bad. It's not very root-bound or pot-bound. If it was, I would come in with my hand pruning saw, and I would just carefully tease apart the roots like this, just to loosen them up a tiny bit. I'm looking for a natural break where I could come in and I could divide my plant. So I'm going to turn it around and I'm just going to inspect it a little bit. I'm going to try to divide right in here. I'm going to be dividing at the bottom though. I don't want to come in at the top because I want to minimize the amount of damage I do to the leaves. So I'm going to be careful with my fingers. I don't want to cut them. And I'm going to go ahead and start cutting. And now I can go ahead and carefully pull it apart. It's inevitable that leaves will come off. You can go ahead and compost these as long as the plant that you're dividing is disease-free. And we just turned that one big plant into 2 plants. I could go ahead and divide this one again one more time, but I'm not going to. I'm happy with just having 2 plants here. Again, I bought 1 plant this year, and for the price of 1 plant, I was able to get 2 plants. Let's go ahead and get these planted out in the landscape. And I want to show you some of the leaves that fell off. I was inspecting it carefully. And if you look, you will see that it looks like little roots at the bottom. So in this case, I might as well get this planted as well. Why not? Here we are in a shady part of my garden. And I thought that the Brunnera would look so pretty right here. So I'm just going to dig a hole, and I want the hole to be as deep as the plant was when it was in the pot. The soil is nice and wet. If it was not, I would go ahead and add a drink of water right in the planting hole. I want to check the depth, and I can see that I need to dig a little bit more. I could definitely use a much larger shovel if I wanted to, but this works. I'm going to check again, and that is perfect. I can go ahead and backfill. And I'm going to push down and backfill some more. And I just want to show you how just adding that one plant right in here makes such a big difference. There are a lot of other beautiful plants in this area of my shade garden. But just by adding that Brunnera, adds such a nice pop of color. I feel like it's a must-have if you have a shade garden. I just planted the rest of the Brunnera in that same location. My plan for that plant is to come in and divide it every fall and every spring. The reason is I want to have as much of that plant as I can in my landscape. I'd love to know if you grow Brunnera in your yard, and if so, which variety are you growing? Have you been successful at dividing it? What are some of your other favorite shade plants? Please drop it down in the comment section below. And in case you're wondering what are all the flowers behind me, I have a garden tour that shows the names of all the different flowers. I'll put a link to that video down in the description below, as well as how to divide other shade-loving plants. Until the next video, make it a great day with gardening.